Welcome, Ahir, to the Dream Restaurant.
Hello.
Welcome, Ahir Shah, to the Dream Restaurant, but it's putting you for some time.
Yeah, do you know what? No one can ever prepare you for what that's going to feel like.
Yeah.
I think.
Felt good? How did it feel?
Yeah, it felt really quite overwhelming, actually. I mean, with this coming here to the Dream Restaurant, doing this, I mean, obviously, I've known the pair of you for more than 15 years, probably, now. And, this podcast starts a long time ago, and I'm thinking, it's going to be my time. It's going to be my time. Podcast takes off in a way that, let's be fair, my career didn't. And all of a sudden, I'm refreshing my feed, and it's like, oh, they've got fucking Buzz Aldrin on this week. I'm not going to be able to compete with that.
We should get Buzz Aldrin on.
We should get Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
Guy talking about his goddamn space snacks.
Oh man, we haven't had space snacks on the pod.
Yeah.
Would you?
Until today.
Would you try some space snacks if you?
I feel like I'd give some space snacks a go.
Yeah. Is it all powdered stuff you add water to?
No, I don't think so. I think it's dried stuff. I don't think you have to add water to it because that'd be a nightmare in zero G, wouldn't it?
Yeah. As soon as I said it, I thought
you're trying to pour the water into it. The water's going up.
Yeah. How you doing that?
Yeah. And this is one of those things that really makes you think. And that's why I won't go to space.
Yeah.
Not any of the other.
It's been offered to you multiple times, hasn't it? It was part of the Edinburgh Comedy Award.
Part of the Edinburgh Comedy Award. Buzz got on the blower to me.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, I heard you hang out with Ed and James pretty soon.
Yeah.
Afterwards, do you want me to come pick you up in the spacecraft? That's what he calls it. He calls it the spacecraft.
That's what happens. We come on the spacecraft. Bridget Christie had a great time.
Yeah.
All of the winners went up to space with Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
Every time I was on the launch pad. 5 times in a row.
Yeah, just there yelling, God!
I always think of
Gad in the spacecraft being like, finally, somewhere she can't get.
Another little spacecraft following him.
My head's just doing the gif of this is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
He turns around and she's sat there. Oh no.
Are you a foodie out here? You much of a foodie, Ray?
Apologies. Yes, I am. I didn't used to be, but sort of it transformed over a couple of things. So firstly, the first time of many times that I quit smoking, because you're like, well, I need something to do with my face and I need something to do with my hands the entire time. So I just started cooking like 5-6 meals a day. And so that was the first time that I properly got into like cooking and everything, just because it was like, if I'm chopping onions, I'm not thinking about the fact that I wish I was smoking 20 cigarettes right now. And God, what a thing to remind yourself that it doesn't matter how much time there's been. Even me saying this is being like, yeah, but that sounds great. Doesn't it? Like I would love to be smoking 20 cigarettes right now.
You both love cigarettes, don't you?
Yes.
And that's why we can't have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a famous photo of Ed back in uni where he's got how many cigarettes in your mouth at once?
5?
5.
Like the file photo of Homer Simpson.
Yeah. I've got 5 cigarettes in my mouth.
He's loving it, and he's flipping the bird to the camera, I think, as well.
Yeah. That's me at my truest form, I think.
Yeah.
And I got really long hair that's all bunching up around the back like a big curly mullet.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gross.
I remember you in those days.
Yeah, of course. You remember me, my big mullet.
5-6 days. 5-6. Swearing at everyone constantly. Not the nice cheeky boy that you think of now.
No, exactly. No, I was a legend back then.
Yeah.
So that was when you got into food, was it? When you quit smoking?
So started cooking loads as a result, and then more. So for quite a while, I lived quite near Borough Market. See lots of sort of very, very swish stalls there. Lots of very nice restaurants, and so occasionally, a couple of every now and then you'd be like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to treat myself to some fancy veg. Yeah. What the hell is that? That squash looks like it's alien. I'm going to get that. How does that work? And so, like being able to sort of live near somewhere like that and do stuff like that. That sort of,
Were there any dishes that you discovered that you could make then that you still return to now?
Well, I think that everything that I really wanted to get good at, and I'm nowhere near as good at, was all of the food that I grew up eating, which was, so I'm vegetarian, and this is all like Gujarati vegetarian food. And I love the fact that sort of every sort of individual like dining culture from around the world has basically come up with whatever sort of dietary restrictions there might be or requirements. It's like you're still getting a balanced meal all on the same plate, just because through thousands of years of trial and error, people have ended up in this situation. I'm like, wow, I want to be able to do that, and not feel that I'm going to a restaurant and, everyone around me is having steak, and then, what's it? We had the portobello mushroom period, a dark time for the community.
Benito's shaking his head.
You're speaking Benito's language here.
Got replaced
very sad
by,
now.
I thought that we were through the beetroot period. We seem to be re-entering the beetroot period. And the problem is that if you go somewhere and eat a lot of beetroot, and the following day you forget that you have eaten lots of
You've got to set an
beetroot,
alarm.
you wake up and you go to the loo and you're like, well, I guess I need to text my family that this is it.
Yeah,
right?
we've mentioned this before on the podcast. I am in favour of setting an alarm for 8 hours' time that just says you've had beetroot. Because you need that. Because when you go toilet and then the alarm goes off, you're like, thank God for that. But honestly, that's a scary moment.
I checked on a friend once. A friend of mine had beetroot, used the toilet.
Yeah.
I went in after him. I was like,
You didn't flush?
well, I think he'd flushed, but there was still,
Remnants.
it was red water. And I was
So
like,
what? It's like Ribena.
Yeah, I was like,
of the...
oh my God. I said to him, dude, are you okay? And he went, I had beetroot.
But so that was the stuff, and I'm sort of nowhere near as good at making any of that stuff as the sort of people who made it for me when I was growing up. And I remember when I was trying to learn this conversation with my mum, where I was like, I've been doing this for a while now, and it's just like, I just feel like I'm not getting the same sort of results. Like, is there anything? I just like, it's just a matter of time. In about 5, and this is after a couple of months, so I'm thinking she's going to say 5 months. She's like, after about 5 years, you'll be able to. Who's got time for this? This
Play
is
the same thing every day for 5 years, and it will eventually taste nice. Yeah.
And I'm operating on a comparatively easy mode in doing all of this cooking. So I have a story of when my maternal grandmother, the day after she got married, and this is 1955, it's an arranged marriage in India. She finds herself in this like new family's house and everything. Everyone's out for the day. And she's like 19 years old making dough for the rootlis, the chapatis, for later that evening. And Monkey leapt in through the window and stole the dough and ran off with the dough.
It's so up Head Street.
So
that
she's just
monkey
there.
stole the dough.
And
You're going to have to slow the story down now because it's too much for him that a monkey jumped through the window and stole the dough.
Is your grandmother like nervous because she's in a new house?
As basically
she's like,
a child.
I've got to make this dough. I've got to make it perfect for my new family. Monkey comes in, nicks it, fucks off really quickly. That is perfect.
Yeah. And just remember being told the story and her being like, and I was just there being like, I'm like the worst wife ever. This goddamn monkey is taken away.
Because wives should learn how to punch monkeys.
As
we all know.
Exactly. But when you're that new to the game, you don't like yesterday was my first wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Like, after a year. My wife punched 3 monkeys yesterday.
After a year,
They were going for like one going to the letterbox, trying to steal our dough.
Do you think the monkey knew that when the monkey got back to its mates, do you think that it was like, I stole this something? She's about to get married. She's so nervous.
Yeah.
19.
The other monkeys are going, you stole the dough, man. You got to wait until it's cooked.
Yeah, you're a stupid monkey in the gang.
Go back and steal a pan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's actually now a very successful restaurant in that village run by the monkeys.
Run by the monkeys, yeah.
All of it's stolen from new brides.
I think there is a monkey restaurant somewhere.
Oh, the monkeys do make stuff?
Yeah, there's a monkey restaurant in Japan, apparently, yeah.
What?
I'm not sure if they make the food. They bring you the food. Yeah.
Right. Penance.
Yeah.
for their thievery.
Yeah.
This is what I hope that this is now what's happening in heaven to my grandmother.
Yeah, every day she just sits down and monkeys bring her food.
Yeah, exactly.
All of it's raw, though. It's all raw.
It's all raw, yeah. She's still got to cook it.
Yeah. That's on account of her sins.
Yeah.
It balances out.
She wasn't a perfect baby angel. Then it'd have been cooked food.
Your show ends. It's hitting Netflix. Very exciting stuff. What can you tell people who haven't seen the show about the show?
Yeah, so this is the stand-up show that I first did in 2023 and came out on Netflix September 2024. And yeah, this is a show that basically started when I was engaged and was just thinking about, I think when you go through like big life shifts into a new role, you're naturally like, well, who are my examples to learn by, right? I was thinking, right, the longest marriage in my family that I can think of was the one between my mum's parents, right? Which started off with the dough being stolen by the monkey. That's not even mentioned in the show.
That's not
a
even
bonus
mentioned in
story.
the show. Imagine that.
Oh my
Imagine
gosh.
having a
That's the
monkey
first
jumping
thing.
through a window.
That's the first thing I'm putting in. That's the whole show. If I'm writing it,
Yeah, of course it is.
I'm dressed as a monkey on the poster.
London Underground won't let that
And then
happen.
TFL
so-
make you dress like a cucumber instead.
Yeah, here he is as a cucumber again. This guy loves cucumbers.
We can't advertise carbohydrates on the tube. Give the monkey some cucumbers.
The monkey's holding the dough. Got to change that.
But so it started just thinking about them and their lives, really. And practically on the fact that at the time, my granddad, when he was younger than I was at the time, was the first member of our family to come to the UK, which is now 60 years ago. And sort of just started thinking about just the differences between their lives and experiences and what everything meant for them and means to me now as a consequence. And in some ways trying to tell the story of those 60 years in 60 minutes, right? For particularly given that that was a generation whose they were very small in number. The stories weren't really told and were kept to themselves. Even within families, it was often very, very difficult to find out the sort of reality of what happened, like drill down into their experiences in their younger lives. Yeah, but I think like it sort of all came from trying to appreciate these people from a previous generation as like the young people when they were my age, right?
Yeah.
Rather than just like this image that you have of them as, well, that's the oldest man and oldest woman in the world. But obviously you weren't always, right?
Yeah.
And to try and get some sense of connection between these generations and what it shows for what's changed in this country and in the world over time.
Nice.
I tried to connect with my granddad towards the end of his life, probably in his 80s or something. And I went to visit him for the day, and I was I'm going to talk to him about just his life and discover learn things that I don't know about him, and like getting blood out of a stone. And at one point I was like, but like, what was like the most like what was like the best? If you look back at your life, what was like the best bit, like the best era of your life? And you thought for a bit, and you went, I went on a nice bike ride once. Okay, and that was it. I was like, okay, I guess so. Then I went back and said to my dad, and I was like, he said he went on a nice bike ride, and that's it. And my dad was like, yeah, he cycled to France and went all over France and back again and all over the Alps. I was like, well, why didn't you fucking tell me that? Just tell me he went on a nice bike ride.
You should have delved more into the bike ride.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this bike ride.
Yeah,
He's not just going to give it up for you, man.
And then follow-up questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would love for him then to have been like, no, if I'd meant that bike ride, I'd have said that bike ride. What I mean is that I cycled to Tesco one time and it was just particularly nice.
The weather was perfect.
Yeah.
I could never. My gran and my dad's dad just used to make shit up. So yeah, he used to claim he was the Northern Ireland junior champion for washing up, and I believed that until I was like 15. Yeah, and he said he shared his sandwiches with Richard Attenborough on the way back from the war, and I don't know if that's true.
You don't know.
Yeah, and he said he had a friend called Hookie who could fly. He was in the flying planes for the Navy, and he could recognise where he was in Britain from the roofs of the pubs. And then Hookie died in a Ken Dodd gig.
That's pretty long, those kids.
Yeah.
That's the only part of that I can completely believe.
Yeah. The roofs of the pubs thing blew my mind, though.
Of course it did.
Yeah.
Do you think you could do that?
No, I think that's why it blew your mind. It's like that's basically you just going, God, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. But it's probably not true, yeah.
I mean, we really should get into your menu, really, but like, that's just reminded me that the other day, it's like a friend of mine, their kid, I think they're about 12, but has gone through a stage absolutely obsessed with if they could get on the roof of any building. So like walking through London with them, and this kid just kept on seeing a building. We'd be like, do you reckon I could get on the roof of that building? And I'll be like, I don't think so. He'd be like, I bet I could. And then he'd kind of make up the interior of the building in his head to allow him to get onto the top of on the roof. And then as soon as he got on the roof in his imagination, he would panic genuinely that he couldn't get down again. And he would be like, how the hell am I going to get off this roof? And I was like, mate, you're not on the roof. You're just thinking about, could you get on the roof of that building? Because you're obsessed with getting on the roofs of buildings at the minute. He was like, but how am I even going to get down from here?
Really reminds me of, you ever watch those videos where an octopus gets stuck in a jar but then gets itself out of a jar and it can somehow get itself out of a jar? And my wife got incredibly concerned that if she were trapped in a very large jar, she doesn't have the same sort of like appendages as an octopus to be able to free herself from the jar. And then it became a real question of like, what would I be willing to do in order to get her out of the jar?
Open the jar?
Yeah, no. But
it's so big.
Apparently, the jar cannot just be opened. It's that I would have to be willing to put myself through certain trials in order to.
Oh, that she's invented.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, okay, yeah. It's not just opening a jar.
No,
you have to go through
what would
stuff.
you be willing to go through to free me from a jar that does not exist?
Yeah.
And what was it? What was the most?
Did you draw the line? At any point, did you draw the line and go, "No, I'm just leaving you in the jar"?
Yeah. You stay in the jar at that point.
Yeah. That was not taken to be within the spirit of the game,
Right? Okay.
And fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. You're never going to have to do it.
Yeah.
So you may as well say, yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah.
Even
though you know deep down there's some things you wouldn't do to let your wife out of a jar.
Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, obviously.
After a while, like a certain list of demands are given, and it's just like, just poke some holes in the top for air, you'll be fine.
Yeah, pop you on the shelf. Hope a monkey doesn't come into the game.
Gets in the hole.
Yeah.
Still on sparkling water.
I'm going to go with sparkling water, but I've heard a bad thing about sparkling water.
Okay, go on.
So, a friend of mine had to go to the dentist recently, and they were like, you have no enamel left on your teeth.
Well, what?
Right, or whatever. It's all worn down.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? And it's because he only drinks sparkling water.
Only?
He drinks exclusively sparkling.
Right.
Well, I don't know if that's what he's brushing his teeth with or whatever.
Sure. But that's surely not advised by any dentist. You know how, it's like 8 out of 10 dentists recommend this toothpaste. You always think about the 2 who don't. Are they the 2 who are like, brush your teeth with sparkling water?
Yeah. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. And that's who he'd been seeing previously.
Yeah. He'd been seeing one of the 2.
Yeah. But so I had no idea, because you're just like, that's just water with some bubbles in it.
Sure.
How could that be? That's good. If anything, it might not be as good. It might be better for you than regular water.
Yeah.
Bubbles.
Fancy.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do think drinking it more than still water does feel inherently like a bad idea, because it is still fizzy.
I don't see how you do it anyway. Even like beyond that,
he might have it coming out his taps. You can get the taps.
Does his friend have it coming out?
He has it coming out of his tap.
There you go.
Yeah. He's the first person I'd ever seen who had it coming out of a tap.
Wow.
And I was like, like in the 16th century, when everyone would like marvel at the king because he had gout, and it's like, well, how rich do you have to be in order to have this terrible condition and everything? And it's like, got no teeth left because sparkling water comes out my tap. And then he's just putting on like 6 fur coats.
Yeah, he smiles and his teeth are worn down to little nubs.
This is the fanciest guy in the world.
God, must be loaded.
He might be brushing his teeth with it then.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, you could if it's coming out of the taps.
Shower.
Showering is
yeah, loving it.
They even feel just like tiny bullets.
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow,
Ow, fuck.
Boiling his pasta in it and stuff. Yeah.
You would be able to tell when it's come to the boil.
Yeah. I would do that, actually. For a week, I'd do everything with sparkling water, I think.
You try to do everything. What?
And I just walk around the house going, I'm living a sparkling life.
Yeah, you're living a little sparkling life.
Yeah. You got like a bum gun?
A bum gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had that next to the loo?
Sure.
That'd be intriguing.
Sparkling bum
Yeah,
gun.
sparkling bum gun.
I would love the sparkling bum gun.
It's actually my rap name.
Yeah. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Sparkling bum gun.
Yeah.
Sparkling bum gun. Imagine. I don't know if I'd like it or not.
I would love it.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the 3 of us, I'm talking about Benito as well, have all been to Japan this year. And what a highlight that is.
Yeah.
The toilets there.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved them every single time.
But do you think that they would have been aided by the presence of sparkling water?
I think so.
If I was your rich friend with no teeth,
Yeah.
I would get a Japanese toilet and fill it with sparkling water.
Yeah.
And never leave the house. never leave the toilet.
I don't think they fill the toilets with water to shoot up your butt. I think they're connected to the water supply.
Yeah, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
I just opened the cistern and put my butt in there. Slosh it around. Not supposed to do that?
Yeah. Scream arigato at the top of your voice and leave the restaurant with a soaking wet butt.
Yeah. This sparkling water you're having, are you going to be able to get it out your head that it's destroying your teeth? Are you going to be able to have this in a relaxed way?
Well, I think that's fine. I think surely one of the things in a dream restaurant has to be like there are no like consequences of like it's not like, oh, and the following morning after I came out of the dream restaurant, I had serious enamel issues.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think so. And also, you're not drinking sparkling. You don't have it coming out your taps.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's a special treat.
It's a special treat. Having it as a special treat, you're not like, oh God, it's killing my teeth.
Yeah.
It's
like there's all sorts of situations. Like I might be allergic to genies. I don't know. I've not met one yet. But let's not add that into the fantasy of this situation. It's like, we need to yes and this. James.
Yes. Oh, I'm yes and it. I'm just worried that you might be drinking it thinking, oh, my teeth are fucked.
Yeah. But it's like with most foods that are nice.
Yeah.
You can't be thinking about, oh God, what's this doing to my insides? Because it's a nice treat, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like if you like we were away for the weekend recently for our anniversary, and we had lots of very nice meals. And there was a period at the end of it on the Sunday where I feel a bit. I've basically just eaten butter and salt for the last 72 hours.
Yeah.
That'll probably do it.
Yeah,
and that's good that you felt that, because that proves that that's not what you're doing all of the time.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you were like got to the end of that and you were like, well, just another day.
Yeah.
That would be worrying, right?
Yeah.
Problems or bread? Problems or bread, Ahir Shah? Problems or bread?
Again, you think you're ready and you're not.
You weren't ready for that.
It's not.
I'm trying consciously to time them better now. I used to do it to surprise people, and then I just got it. I'd let the conversation naturally find an end and start doing it again. I was like, why aren't people jumping anymore?
Yeah.
So
what
I'm
you
trying.
do now is you let me trail off on a point. And every time I think, God, I've said something really boring because James hasn't picked up the thread here. And then he does poppadoms of bread and I'm like, okay, oh, maybe I wasn't being that boring.
No.
James was just waiting to find a moment, so he wasn't really listening to what I was saying.
I don't know what you were just saying before that. Before I shouted popcorns on bed, I have no idea. Talking about the monkey again?
Yeah. I was thinking about the monkey, sure.
Yeah.
I like that it's almost like James is respawning when he yells poppadoms.
Yeah.
Like everything before is gone.
He's a new genie now.
Yeah, new genie, full HP.
I was thinking about the monkey drinking directly from the sparkling water tap. Be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I love it. Every time it does an impression of the monkey.
It's the new, we're all in the gutter, but some of us are monkeys drinking from sparkling water taps.
The old quote, the old classic.
Yeah. Drink from the tap you want.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
As in out of papa or bread?
Yeah.
So,
Papa, sorry.
Yeah.
Cindy V picked me up on that.
Yeah. She always picks us up on that, but we've never changed it.
Well, it's because, unluckily for her, Nish Kumar's mother then disagreed with her, and I was like, well, I'm doing what Bina says.
Yeah.
Bad luck.
Bina's the boss.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Barbara, but I'm going to go with, and I think that this is probably a thing that we'll get into heaps over this, which is that basically until I was at university, I'd never tried what in most of the UK is thought of as like an Indian restaurant.
Right.
Indian food.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's what we were eating at home. We pretty much never went to restaurants when I was growing up. Anyway, on the few instances that we did, sometimes we would go to what I considered to be Indian restaurants. But because I grew up in Wembley, northwest London, and my grandmother and grandfather were in Alperton, and there's this long road, Ealing Road and Wembley High Road. There's this big sort of particularly Gujarati community there, and particularly at the time. Right, so we would go to restaurants that I would consider Indian restaurants, but it's because it was sort of regional Gujarati stuff, right? And so it would be identifiable. Therefore,
to be more like the stuff that you were having
exactly.
at home anyway, yeah.
And so when I started going to places and they were like, "Do you want papadums?" and it's this like stack of deep fried things, I was just like, "Well, it's very delicious, but what is this?" Right? Because I was used to sort of stuff that was roasted over a fire, which is really lovely, and that's what I would rather have. But it's just this interesting thing of, and I think that it's because when sort of Indian restaurants started becoming a major thing in the UK, lots of the people who were founding these restaurants were from Sylhet in Bangladesh, or what is now Bangladesh at the time, but still have been East Pakistan. And I gather that historically it was just these families being like, well, people know the word Indian more.
Right, yeah.
So we'll put that name on it. And these became what were understood in the popular consciousness as Indian restaurants. And so when I was like, oh, cool, we're all going to an Indian restaurant. And then it was incredibly different from everything. But it sort of strikes me as being similar to, if someone were to go to like a Spanish person going to a European restaurant and suddenly being served Swedish food or whatever. Like, technically, it's like, well, it's the same continent, mate. And it's like, well, yeah, but it's pretty...
It's wildly different. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, because I think British Indian food to me is like Indian restaurants in Britain are so specific, like the taste of everything. And it's so nostalgic, I think, for us just to like sit down and eat a curry.
I love, like, obviously...
In an almost deserted restaurant. That's what it needs to be.
But it's like if you've ever had... So because these things very naturally will then go towards the sort of palate of the country and the customers that they're in. Like, have you ever had like Pizza Hut or McDonald's in like, I don't know, like somewhere in Asia? Right, like something that you really associate with being a Western thing.
I've had McDonald's in Japan once, which is great. They do a prawn burger. I've had McDonald's in Bahrain Airport. Love that. And a chicken pitta. That was good.
I'm enjoying this segment of the show. Where's Ed had McDonald's in the world?
I think that might be it, because then I think I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
But
like,
yes.
On the one hand, I don't want to be... It's really, really great to experience as many different things as you want. And like, like I... Recently, for the first time, I went to like a Georgian restaurant, right? I'd never had that before. I don't know if that's quote unquote, if there are Georgian food snobs who would turn their nose up to the specific, but it was great. And I had a wonderful experience and I'd never tried that stuff before. Lovely. Right. So definitely want to encourage people to do as much of that stuff as possible. But I guess the point is it becomes kind of like, because it's just that bit removed from what you're used to, if you're growing up with it being done in a very particular style, it's sort of like when I've had like pizza in India and just being like, oh, this just feels a bit different. Slightly like an uncanny valley situation.
It's interesting though, isn't it? The way that, different nations will twist certain classic things and then that becomes what they're used to. And if they went to Italy and had pizza, they'd be like, nothing like that.
Yeah.
This isn't pizza, mate.
Yeah. There's an Indian stand-up, Callahan, who's got a really good bit about this, of going to Italy and having pizza and just being like, where are the chilies? Where's the funny area? And of course, because that's what you eat.
So you would like the papad that you grew up eating that was roasted over a fire?
Roasted over a fire, and I would like some of it raw as well. I would like to be able to eat as much of it raw.
You know who you're tempting?
Who am I tempting?
That monkey's going to come in and steal it. If you got a raw knocking about.
No, and do you know what?
Close the window.
No. The windows are open. I'm just brave.
Yeah.
Eating a lot of them raw, because you get like, it's like all of the stuff that you get told by your parents when you're a kid of like, oh, then the tree will grow in your belly and like all of this sort of things. I'm like, but when they try and pull that shit on you when you're in your 30s, whatever, I'm just there like snacking on some lovely raw thing. And my mother is insisting that in some sort of spurious way, this is bad for me. Yeah. I don't believe you at all.
I've lasted a long time.
I've lasted a long time. I was eating this raw all the time, and I was sneaking in. Like, I was doing this constantly. Literally, if it were a death sentence, I'd be dead already. So,
So ratio of raw stuff to the roasted stuff. What are you having for your dream meal? Are you having like more raw than the roasted?
Is it raw while you wait?
Yeah. So like, have one that I'm not.
Yeah.
Like one's on the fire while I'm having a raw one.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it's about 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're constantly doing that.
Or do you want a 50-50 one where half of it's been roasted in the fire and half's left raw?
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
And then you can be breaking different bits off and putting them together to see what it's like together.
Yeah. I like that idea a lot.
What is your dream starter?
My dream starter, so I'm going to go with Bani Puri, which I, A, adore. B, you can basically have infinity Bani Puri.
Yeah.
The idea of Bani Puri now always makes me laugh because so my wife's Irish and knows a few words of Gujarati that she sort of picked up over time. And at one stage, not realizing that it sounded exactly like this, looked at me and said, Bani means water and Puri means Puri. And it was exactly like mono means one and rail means rail. So I just imagine it like, was it Lal Langley at the chalkboard convincing a town in order to con everyone via Bani Puri, which was very good. For those who have not had Bani Puri before, so it's like little crisp sort of puffs of dough. Again, you've protected it from the monkey.
Yeah,
You're fine.
you're fine.
I can get that
Deep
shit.
right there, they've sort of puffed up almost into little spheres. One side, I don't know what magic they're able to do in order to make this happen, but one side of the sphere is sort of somehow thicker than the other, and you can like poke the thinner one with your finger. You can you have some like boiled chickpeas in there, some potato in there, some sort of mung beans you can have it there, like all sorts of things. And then you top it off with water that's like got a coriander, chili, like sort of spiced water.
Yeah. We all know what your friend's doing.
Yeah.
Sparkling water.
Oh my God, yeah, I'd try one sparkling for sure.
Yeah.
Sparkling Bani Puri. This is what's known as fusion cuisine.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Sparkling Bani Puri, man.
Yeah. So I mean, you must both be fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love them.
Yeah, and I completely agree
with the
with
one I
that.
had in Rome.
In Rome?
Yeah, in Rome.
Well, this is another example of...
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Because, Ahir, have you ever had one that the water is mint flavoured?
Not like solely mint. Mint in it, for sure.
It was bad. It was like
just
mouthwash,
mint.
this guy. Yeah,
Right,
the whole meal was like the worst meal I've ever had. It was a real bad meal. I've spoken about it on the podcast before.
Bani Puri with Listerine.
Yeah, it was basically that. And then I had a cocktail that was made with the same thing that was definitely in the Bani Puri. So it's like,
weird.
well, this guy's now done that.
Creme de menthe.
Yeah, it was so gross. And I spoke about it on the podcast before, but he came up to me when I'd finished my main course and went, "Oh, you finished it? That's cool." So like that was like
Yeah,
the guy. No one ever
before.
did that.
Yeah.
So that is the only time I've had them, and it's been bad. Everywhere else,
So
just
you were sort of
always brilliant.
Like, do you think that you were being pranked during this meal?
I was starting to think, is it going to be like something that this is like a fake restaurant?
It's Michael McIntyre's Big Show or something.
Me and Michael McIntyre's going to come out.
Yeah.
Do you ever get those texts
Right.
when Michael McIntyre has a comedian on and does text to all? Have you ever received them?
I've not received a Michael
So
McIntyre
many
text to
times.
all.
I used to fall for them all the time.
Yeah, James would fall for them the whole time.
Every time I get a text
Fell
from
for one from Tom Allen. I
Yeah.
got it as well. And then James was like, "Oh man, I didn't want to put this on a text group. But Tom Allen's just sent me a really funny text." I went, "Man, that's Michael McIntyre's thing."
yeah,
He
got me
was
on
so
it.
gutted.
But then I got wise to it, I hear, and like Catherine Ryan went on it, and I got a text from Catherine Ryan on WhatsApp that was like, "Hey, I'm doing a routine about you in my new show. I hope you don't mind. It's about how weird you were when we first met. Let me know if you'd like some money when I do it on Graham Norton's suit or something like
To
that."
be fair, that is the only one that you should have believed.
Yeah. But I saw that and I thought, oh, I don't try. I checked with these guys and I was like, "Have you got this text?" And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Right, I'm not falling for that again." So I replied, "My wife has died."
It didn't make the edit, I don't think.
It didn't make the edit.
You
no.
did one the other day. You responded with a picture of Michael McIntyre, didn't you?
Yeah, Judy Love. We got one for Judy Love the other day saying, "I'm going to get a Brazilian butt lift. Don't tell anyone." But they wanted photos of butts that I thought looked nice. I've always thought you've got a peachy butt. Can you send me a photo of your butt? I went, yeah, 1 second. And then went, it took a while, but I think it came out really well. Here's my butt. Photo of Michael McIntyre.
Yeah. It's like, and you just respond, we're just looking for a photo of butt. Like, what's a butt that you really like? And you just respond with, well, my favourite was always my wife's, but as you know, she's dead.
May she rest in peace.
Yeah.
Nice butt.
Oh, I should have kept it going that my wife was dead, actually.
Yeah.
I regret that now.
I'm interested in the idea. So you had bad Pani Puri in Rome.
I
had
everywhere else great.
Yeah, I had some bad Pani Puri in Portugal earlier in the year. But I didn't want to believe, like, you want to believe, like, that, all right, just because, I mean, it's a vegetarian restaurant in Portugal and everyone's white working there. And I shouldn't be, like, turning my nose up, oh, they've got Pani Puri on the menu. That's not going to be any good.
Yeah.
Is it? So I'm like, sure, I'm going to get that. That's probably, it's going to be really great. Good for you, Eduardo. Give it a go.
Eduardo sees you ordering it. He's shitting himself in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I thought you were talking to Ed.
Yeah. Eduardo, James, thank you.
Eduardo and James.
Might as well change our names to that.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was the worst. Well, now you know. You should just go in with that. You should just go like, fuck that. That's going to be shit. And like, just adopt that attitude.
Yeah. That was the best Pani Puri I've ever had is on Ealing Road about a year ago. I was walking up to visit my grandma and there was a shop, you know those shops which like seem like they'd be so upsetting to work because they're blaring out the same thing on repeat out to the street. And it was just like blaring out an advert for their own Pani Puri onto the street.
Yeah.
But equally, it was the first time I'd heard it. So I was like, well, I'm going to get some of this.
Yeah.
And then as I was waiting, it's like, okay, this is maddening. And then the second that I ate one, it's like, I'm staying here longer.
Yeah.
And ordering more. And it's almost like that, it then became almost meditative having the...
Because you were connecting it with that
having
taste.
The tannin,
Yeah.
Again and again, I was like the Winter Soldier.
I think they've he's been on.
What were you jet lagged and loved pranks?
The idea of only doing one thing as a food vendor is very appealing to me. I think if someone does one thing, you're like, that's got to be good.
Yeah.
And if they're blaring an advert out for it over and over again, you're like, that's double got to be good.
Yeah.
Imagine if you'd got them and they were rubbish.
Yeah.
You're like, guys, what are you doing?
What would be your one thing?
If
you were a food vendor with one thing.
Oh, that's good. Something simple, I think, because I don't trust myself to cook anything too fancy. And also, you want something that's good on the go. This is like that show about fairgrounds.
Deep fried masters.
Deep fried masters. Yeah, you got to get something that's good on the go.
Yeah,
but there may be like just a really good cheese toasty or something. Is that boring?
No,
I think that's
fine. Really good.
I'm thinking about the scale as well.
If it's like the best cheese toasty anyone's ever had, everyone's gonna love it.
I'm thinking about the margins.
My brain made. I literally thought you said something about the margarine.
I ain't using margarine.
I was like, yeah, that's a bit of shit cheese toast. Can you remember what this place was called?
The place on Ealing Road?
Because everyone's going to want to know.
It is Rekri Pani Puri is the top one. Which I now recall because I heard it 700 times.
Yeah. That is funny that you initially didn't recall it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that place was called.
Yeah.
Even though it's constantly playing.
Yeah. Are they building the entire Pani Puri and then just giving you the tray of them? So they're putting in the water. You're not customizing it yourself or anything.
They made a little tray for me.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go there.
Yeah. And you're doing them in one?
I'm doing them in one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the sort of food that makes me think of you.
Yeah, because you
hand throw it in the hand gesture.
Yeah,
James loves just throwing things in his mouth, one after another, walking down the street normally. So you can do that in Ealing.
Yeah. I can do it in Ealing.
Yeah, I love this sort of thing though. Like it's something that you don't really get in the UK, and I suppose like different cities and places have it in different ways. Like your slice of pizza in New York, or is it Cichetti or however it's pronounced in Venice and everything, where you just got like you get like a thing. And put it in your mouth, and then it's done.
Yeah.
But we don't really have that in London.
No, I guess we don't. No, I'm trying to think of something. Sausage roll.
Maybe, I guess that's
keep all this and keep it. thinking about stuff you could eat and walk around.
Sausage roll.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But that's not in and done, is it? That's a few bites, you know.
There's the Colonel's popcorn chicken.
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a London thing.
We got it in London.
Yeah, we do have it in London, yeah, but we got the pani puri in London as well, but we're not saying it's British food. Kentucky Fried Chicken, man. Sausage roll. That pani puri sounds great, by the way.
Sounds
and
delicious.
that's the one you want from there.
That's what you want for your dream meal.
Do you want, as you eat it, do you want the advert blaring into the dream restaurant as well?
Actually, that would be very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, for it to become like a meditative hum in the background. It's the orm of pani puri.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's your off-menu dream meal, Ed and I do adverts all the time on this podcast. We're very good at it. If you like, we could record a special one for that place.
I think that we should see if we can find what it sounds like.
Yeah, we can replicate that.
Yeah.
We're really good at those.
To a certain extent, we can replicate it.
Yes. Depends. I'll do every bar here. If it gets them out of a jar. Your dream main course.
I think that for the dream main course, I would really like a very, very well done Thai, and have a bunch of different sort of small portions of a bunch of different vegetarian curries. Everything have something a bit sweet, like to have everything all at once and be able to have a bunch of things. I think would be my favorite, and I think but the style I think that I specifically want this in is that often when you go to like events, right? Like just like family events, like a large thing has been put on. It doesn't like it could be a sad thing or a happy thing or whatever, but a very common thing, which you may have encountered, is these like segmented plastic plates that are all like stacked on top of one another, and everyone like takes one of these plastic plates that has like, and you just construct a thai for yourself out of all of these things, and sort of whether the event is sort of happy or sad or whatever it might be, I always associate like the specific image of that style of plate with, and everyone, like for whatever reason, everyone I love is here.
Yes.
We're together and something's happening and we're all eating in this way, with like this really like thin napkin and a plastic spoon and our hands.
It's nice you associate that plate with family and all being together, because I think most white people would associate that tray with prison. First thing I thought of, a prison tray. I've seen those in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. To be fair, they're with everyone they love. They all really get on in Orange is the New Black. It looks really nice in prison.
Some of them really get on.
Yeah. Really get on well. So that's quite nice.
Yeah. I really realised as I move through this, I really realised that increasingly what I'm going to be describing is a meal I could have on any given day.
Yeah.
In a style you associate with being locked up.
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's on the one hand something I have complete freedom to do.
Yeah.
And on the other, the most total restriction of freedom imaginable.
For us.
Yeah, for us. Yes, for us. No, this sounds great though. So I think you should take us through. How many segments are there normally on the tray, would you say?
There are a variety of styles.
Okay.
For this, you know, it's not they're not provided by Serco. They're not. There's not a tremendous markup. There's not a PFI contract. Does not mean that we are paying £12 per segmented plastic plate to this day because it was kept off book in 2003. It's all going to be all right. Right, but there'll be maybe like 8. Let's call it 8.
Oh, that's good.
Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever get to the point where you're like, I wish there was one segment that was way bigger because there's one thing you like more of, and you're putting it in the segment, you're like, oh no, I'm going to have to breach
you can
out
keep
the
stuff
segment. I'm
coming,
going to have to go double segment.
Sure.
Yeah.
He wouldn't like that.
I'm stressing out about it.
Ed wouldn't like that. Ed wouldn't like going double seg. He'd want a different thing.
Is there a bigger segment for rice?
Yes, there is.
So I'm going to use that for my favourite curry.
Yeah.
He's happy now.
And I'm going to use
For
a
the
small.
listener, he's
I'm
happy
going to
now.
use a small segment for Rice.
His whole demeanour's changed. He's really happy now that he's realised he can do that.
Again, and this is the freedom that you have.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but what if the prison guard sees?
What if Porn Stash sees it?
Take us through what's going in.
So probably, you would have sort of some sort of bread, be that like rotli or chapati or puri. So in this instance, I would probably want a puri.
Yep.
Right. You would have your rice. You might sort of add to stuff at the end to sort of help you mop stuff up, but you'd have something for dal. And Gujarati dal tends to be like it's not like, you know, like the thick makhni dal and stuff that you get, like, you know, your classic dishoom black dal, everything, which is very sort of like thick and rich and buttery, everything, and absolutely delicious. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm trying to make it at home, failed miserably, very upset.
Yeah, it's insane, that dal.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
It takes 5 months.
Yeah.
You'll get there in the end.
Yeah, every day.
But so the Gujarati, it tends to be a bit like a bit thinner, it's more like a soup. Right, then you might have maybe some curry, which is like a soup that you make with yogurt, gram flour, sort of cumin, ginger, garlic, chili, water, everything is a sort of like yogurty soup as well. You might have a few curries made with different vegetables. So, for example, and like what I really love about this is that basically because it's all based on spice mixes and the way that you're doing things on that end, then the ingredient that you then put in to carry that, you know, can matter, and you're doing different things for different reasons, and you wouldn't necessarily use exactly the same spice blend for anything. But it makes it a bit like, oh, what have I got around? All right, well, I can make that all of a sudden delicious. Oh, crap, all I've got is a tin of butter beans in the house. Well, that can be delicious in 15 minutes.
Yeah, nice.
And it's hot oil, asafoetida, turmeric, some sort of whole spice. Then a bit later in the thing, you might have chili powder, coriander powder, cumin powder. And just the ways that you can like build and layer things and make meals that are incredibly cheap and feed like a large number of people for not very much money, which is, the sort of stuff that you grow up eating. And I think that that's such a lovely
as long as you got those the basic sort of building blocks for it, you can add whatever you like into it. Yeah. I'm really hungry now. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Would you like this to be a particular, for your main course, and you're having these plates, and you're having all these different things, would you like it to be a specific family occasion?
Oh, good question.
I would like...
Proud of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we used to have these things when I was a kid, where occasionally my dad was mates with like a few musicians and stuff in India. And when they would come over to the UK and they needed somewhere to stay, like they were performing a show in the UK, but they needed somewhere to stay. And there was sort of this deal that was worked out where the musician would stay at our family home, and then as like a thanks for being able to stay with us while they were doing that show, would put on like a really small concert in the living room.
Oh, nice.
And like family and friends would come round.
Yeah.
And so you'd have go with the harmonium, go with the tabla in the living room, playing this like really, really beautiful music.
Wow.
And these concerts that would tend to be like almost discursive, right? Like there would be a piece of music and then pause, and the guy would just be like twiddling around on the harmonium, but recite a bit of poetry while doing that. Yeah, and
That's
everyone's
so cool.
just there, like eating out of these plates,
Great.
this lovely food, and listening to this music, and everything. So we're also building a soundscape for the Dream Restaurant. We've had a Rekdi Pani Puri said about 7 million times, and then that transitions into
Does
gentle harmony.
Does it need to transition? Because maybe the guy on the harmonium could be doing a version of the Rekni
No,
Pani
I
Puri
want there
song.
to be like a button. Like, you know how on like Fire in the Booth, Charlie Sloth will press a button and then it'll just do the big boo, 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 everything. Perfect. So I want every sort of the harmonium's going, the doublers going, there's sort of singing, there's poetry, everything. And every so often, Charlie Sloth is pressing a button that makes the speakers blare Rekti Pani Puri.
Yeah.
Love that.
Have you ever stayed at someone's house as a comedian? Just stayed over because you had a gig and then you stayed over at their house?
Yeah, but I've not then like done a gig in their living room.
Yeah, that was my next question. Dream side dish then. Now, before we started the podcast today, you said that on the way here, you remembered, oh shit, I've got to do a side dish as well. Which I can see why you would think that, because you've got so many components on this main course and this plate. Choosing a side is a bit tricky.
Yeah. Well, so that's why this is going entirely different, and it's cheesy garlic bread from Pizza Hut.
Yes. Yes. I
What
love
country's
that.
the Pizza Hut in?
I love the sharp left turn. And the thing is, people would look at that and go, why are you doing that? That's madness. But I think that works.
I think it'd be delicious with the main course.
And it's because I remembered when I was walking here of like, so the only sort of other restaurants that we ever, like, we would go to like Sagoni's once a year on Ealing Road or whatever. And the other one would be maybe you would go to Pizza Hut on Wembley High Road when it existed. Right. And remember, this was to place it in time. So I remember it's like the first experience that I'd have at a restaurant and someone asking whether you wanted the smoking area or the non-smoking area. Right.
Yeah.
Just every element of it was aggressively 90s. Right. It's like, we're eating Pizza Hut on a high road and I'm giving cancer to a child. I do not care. That's great. And we would sit in the non-smoking area. Because
but that never made a difference.
Because you know
you could be in a chair.
You know how gas works, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
I always think about Lee Evans for that. Lee Evans did a whole thing about
did he?
How does the smoke know?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
And then would do an act out of the smoke going across this, and moving his whole body really fluidly, and then go, oh no, we're not allowed. And then do like that mime kind of thing of like how mimes do a mime in the wall, and then move along. He's fucking good.
Yeah.
I remember, like, you know how when you're a child and you don't really have any conception of how money works?
Sure.
And at the time, maybe it was £2, the cheesy garlic bread at Pizza Hut. And now it's probably about £4.55, something like that.
48 pounds.
Yeah. Also, who's doing any of this without a voucher?
Yeah, sure.
But when you're in the restaurant, and it is a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
It's a restaurant.
Yeah. And I really remember thinking, when I was a child, once thinking, if I had a really amazing job one day, like
how old are you when
really-
you're thinking this? How old are you?
I'm like 10.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
If I had a really amazing job one day.
If when I was grown up, I had like an amazing, like incredibly well-paid job, I could have specifically a portion of cheesy garlic bread from Pizza Hut every day if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And it was like those things of when you're a kid and you're like, and sometimes you can't get an ice cream from the ice cream van.
Yeah,
or whatever. You're like, well, when I'm a grown up, every time I see an ice cream van, I'm going to get an ice cream. And then obviously you don't.
Obviously don't.
Right. But like the realization occasionally when you walk past one and you're like, I could do this.
Yeah.
I could do. No one can tell me. No one can tell me, apart from a strong genetic history of diabetes, that I cannot or must not do this.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to do it.
Nothing can
Would
stop
I
me.
like some syrup? Yes.
But that cheesy garlic bread, that's good stuff, man.
It's next level.
Yeah.
What is that cheese? It's not cheese.
It's some sort of Pizza Hut mix, some sort of like branded Pizza Hut mix. It's good stuff. You get it when you get it on delivery and it comes in the little box and it's all greasy on the bottom.
Well, like a special little garlic bread box.
Yeah. It was like a small pizza box.
Don't act like you don't know.
Yeah. I've not had Pizza Hut in years. I think I'm going to get Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I can tell you're going to get Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I think you're going to get Pizza Hut tonight.
I'm in Dartford tonight.
When's the last time you had a PHB? Pizza Hut buffet.
Oh God, it'll be 20 years, I think. Yeah,
It's never too late to go back.
It was
just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in.
Probably back in the 5 cigs in the mouth days back then. Yeah, I got those from a cigarette buffet. They always used to go hard.
No prizes for guessing what my favourite part of Pizza Hut was.
Ice cream factory. Yeah, easy.
And that was when I was at the age where I realised I could do whatever. Late teens. I'm going there with my mates now.
Yeah,
I can have that whenever I like. I can make as many trips as I want. Did that. Nearly ended my life. dream drink?
So is it? Well, I suppose the thing is, like, is this something that I have to drink throughout the meal? That
It's up
changes
to you.
the situation.
It's up to you. We've had people choose multiple drinks in the past and have like drinks that they have throughout the meal, drinks that they have for each course, or just one drink that is their dream drink.
Mhm. Well,
Up to your call.
I think that at the beginning, I think of this because this is so 3 years ago today in the afternoon, I went to a bar at there's a hotel in St James's called Duke's, very like swish place, and they have a bar there that they sell gin martini. They're very known for the gin martinis at Duke's. And what the guy does, it's like this guy comes around with like a bar cart that looks like 200 years old. He puts like a drop of vermouth in it and then like chucks away the vermouth like it insulted his mother.
Yeah.
Puts it back on, then puts like what I would call perhaps like a tsunami of gin into the thing, and then like a cursory twist of a lemon.
Yeah.
And then you get that. And it's amazing.
Yes, we've had people talk about this before, and we always plan on going.
Yeah.
We've still never been. Joe Quinn said we'd go together, and he lied.
Yeah, Florence Pugh said we'd go together and she lied.
Yeah, but to be fair, when she said it to us, we went, "You're lying."
Yeah.
So
But then she
if there
insisted
was
she
any,
wasn't.
if there was any chance that Florence Pugh took us for a cocktail, that was it gone.
Yeah,
When
we
went,
ruined it.
when
Yeah.
we immediately went, "You're lying, Pugh."
You're a liar.
But, well, I accept that. Unfortunately, others have raised this specific
I think
drink, but the
we're more likely to go with
A,
you.
you're more likely to go with me. And B, the reason that
More direct access.
the reason that I would like to do
That's
this is that in late afternoon 3 years ago today, I went for that martini with a woman who I'd been going out with for 5 weeks at that stage, and a few hours later we were engaged, and we've now been married for a year.
Right.
So
Maybe we shouldn't go.
Yeah. So I was. It's a drink with a wonderful. I've not been since.
It's a strong drink.
It's a drink with a wonderful memory of a wonderful day, and you're like something. You have this drink, and you're like something amazing might happen.
Yes.
And then it did.
Yeah.
And I had to tell that story because it was the only way to get her out of the jar she's currently trapped in.
Let's remember how you.
Now, this is the place you're only allowed to buy two as well.
Yeah. I don't know whether it's a hard and fast rule
think
that you're
it is.
only allowed to buy two, but you definitely can't have more than two.
Yeah.
Because of the whole death.
Yeah, because you will die. Yeah.
Yeah.
But will it be as good as I imagine it? Because it's still up there with my things I think about quite a lot. going,
Yes.
go for We tried to go for your birthday once.
We did. So it was, but I didn't know that. So it was a surprise. My girlfriend had sorted it out. And she said, but she told me, like, tonight we're going to go to Duke's. And in my head, I was like, oh man, I was meant to be going to Duke's with Ed. I'd like,
You've got to lay the law down more.
I might be in trouble here, but whatever. He won't find out. He won't find out. But I didn't know that she had secretly organised that Ed and Nish and people would be coming. But it turned out on the way there, you guys had gone already to Duke's.
We tried to go ahead and get, because you can't book or anything. So
they'd said, no, you can't come. It's fully booked. So then you guys had found another place, the Connaught.
The Connaught, best
You were
bar in
there.
London.
But I still didn't realise what was going on. So we went to the Connaught, but I was thinking, this is Duke's in my head because I've been told we're going to Duke's. So we go into the Connaught. So I think I'm in Duke's. I see Ed and Nish and I'm like, fuck, we got to hide. I'm supposed to go to the Duke's with Ed. He's going to fucking see us. We got to get the fuck out of here. This is the fucking worst thing that could have happened. It's just like, they are here for you.
Also,
it is your birthday.
Also, in your head, why would you not be annoyed with me for going to Duke's without you? Because you thought I was in Duke's.
Oh, you need
with
to think,
Nish.
You need to think I didn't prep that. If he has a go at me, I'm going to go, well, you fucking here without me? You're here with Nish.
Anyway, I think we drank 7 martinis.
Yes.
That's too many.
Yeah.
It's the only time where we've tried to order more and the waitress has gone, you've been here for ages. That's what she said. You've been here for ages.
But they brought olives and little crispy snacks with every round. We ate too many olives.
Yeah, well, we all had too many olives.
Some of us saw them the next day, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I saw my partner's olives the next day. if you'll pardon the expression.
But that's a lovely story, though. That's a lovely memory for you. Do you go back there? Are you going to go back there for like anniversaries and things like that?
Yeah, I think that we should, our anniversary was on a Monday. That seemed like a catastrophic idea.
Come on, man, you're a comedian. That's all right.
She's a civil servant.
Yeah, but she just bring her along for the ride. Civil servants are drinking in the week, surely.
Yeah. Stop.
How will the business of government? She's in the office right now. taking the government's insistences to heart. Yeah.
So you want that at the beginning?
I like that at the beginning, and fair play to like. I got a lot of time for, and I know that it's extraordinarily difficult in the restaurant business to make money when you're not like being able to upsell booze in quite a big way. And so I know that with a lot of, I think it's really cool that there are more sort of quote unquote like high end Indian restaurants now, like JKS have done amazing stuff with that, and you just feel as though. Like, I get why they want to push, like, really swish wine with that sort of, because you got to make money, right? But in my opinion, it doesn't really go together.
Sure.
So well. And if that's the sort of food that I'm having, like, if it were a different meal, then I'd have some nice wine. But with this sort of meal, it doesn't really make sense. So I would like properly thick mango lassi. I think that the best one I've ever had was in a restaurant in Manchester. I was with our friend Pierre Novelli. And we had one, and it was like so thick that we basically had to eat it with spoons.
Fantastic.
And it was brilliant. And I'm really gutted because I can't remember the name of that restaurant. It was many years ago now.
Oh, no.
But there are other places that do great ones. If you're in the north of England, there's a small chain called Bunderbust, which you may well have been to. It's in, I think, like Manchester, Liverpool, Leeds now. Might be in some more places as well. And I go there like any time I'm in one of those cities.
Because it's all veggie as well, isn't
all
it?
Veggie, and it's like Gujarati street food largely, and it's really, really like high quality stuff and just enjoyable. And they're more like, this goes well with pints. We're going to have a bunch of pints that this might go well with. But whenever I'm there, because I tend to go before shows or whatever, and get a big old mango lassi.
Nice.
It's all wonderful.
Great. So that's your dream drink, the lassi. But at the start, you got the martini.
At the start,
great.
The martini.
Brilliant.
Lovely. That's good because the martini's like a bit of rocket fuel at the start of the meal, but then you're not like getting smashed throughout the whole thing. You're bringing yourself back with the lassi.
Yeah, it's like, you're starting out, you've got hyperbolically boozy gin martini. Yeah. You're eating an infinity of pani puri, some of which have sparkling water in them. There's a sort of thumping bass line of the Regli pani puri mix going on in the background.
Harmonium as
Everything's you're feeling like you're going crazy. Like this is it for you. Everything. Then everything just chills out with your segmented plastic plate and your.
Do you want Pierre to join you for the lassi?
I think yes, I would like to have Pierre there with the lassi. Yeah.
It'll bring the spoons.
Yeah.
We arrive at your dream dessert. What are we talking?
Well, so quite often there would have been, like with the main, or go out, there would have been a bit of a sweet with that. Right. So quite often with your shak, so with your curries and the bread and the dal, you'd also have something sweet. So you got like, there's ras, like a mango pulp that you'd often have had.
Is that going in one of the segments?
Yeah, so you could have that along with, or you might have gore, which I think is called jaggeries, like sugarcane stuff that you occasionally have. And then loads of other things that people might know. If you've ever been to a shop like Ambala or whatever, you might have seen like, ras malai, jalebi, gulab jamun, these sorts of things, like all like
the diabetics forbidden Indian cabinet. I stare through, press my nose up against the glass, have a look at all those things. Man.
Yeah. And, then you see sort of older generations of your family wondering why these diagnoses have happened to them as they absolutely funnel this stuff.
Every year on the Radio X show that I do with Matthew Crosby, our producer Vin brings in like a selection of Indian sweets once a year. And I try them on air. And I'm like, right, that's enough for me, just little bites. Matthew then takes all of the rest of them home and eats them on the way home. And we get texts from him that don't make sense. Like he is high as hell. He's going mad. When he used to drive back from the studio, we used to worry about him because he put them on the car seat. Then he'd be driving back just like popping all these sweets in his mouth, just like fucking buzzing off his head. So sweent.
Yeah. I remember the first time I had those as a kid and just being like, I'm in heaven. This is the best. I'm converting. We went and had them, I think, at a mosque, and I was like, this is the best fucking thing in the world. I had to go home and tell my parents I'm not a Christian anymore. Great.
Yeah. But I feel as though that's almost like, it's a bit cheating, right? To say that as part of the main course, you've got a nice sweet thing on the side. Right. And so I was like, right, well, I've got to come up with dessert, and I am almost literally having my cake and eating it in this situation, right? So I've got to come up.
Also, like, it's part of the thing, right? It's like traditionally what you would get.
Yeah.
And also, even if it's not, you can just make up anything and say it's a tradition. We'll have to we'll just have to go, oh, how wonderful.
Yeah, there's this bit at the end where at the end of each meal, like two white guys each give you 20 quid.
That's such a wonderful tradition.
Yeah. It's
Man, you
really,
could have made up any figure of money. You go home with 40 quid.
So I was like, right, there should be something different and not just sort of in keeping with all of the rest of the meal for dessert, and it would be ideally something that would make at least one of you furious. Just like your face did something absolutely fascinating. Then I think, and it is not conventionally thought of as a dessert, but we're quite near there at the moment.
Here we go.
At Jose on Bermondsey Street in South London. Fantastic restaurant.
Okay,
very much recommend the tortilla in particular is my favourite thing that they do there.
Very good, yeah. We had a nice meal there, didn't we?
Okay, happen, yeah.
And it's not a dessert, but if you order it, it will come last. They do fried goat's cheese with honey on it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Are you all right with that? I think you might be all right with that.
Because I think I tried some of that and it is very sweet and delicious.
Yeah.
And I would say does work as a dessert.
Yeah.
So I feel okay about that.
And it works for me as a cheese board as well. I think you might have found the perfect synthesis.
That's all we needed.
This is bringing people together.
Yeah,
that's so good. That's such a good choice.
I'm really taking centrism to a whole new level.
Yeah, and that honey's so good as well. Like proper nice honey.
It's amazing. And because like at the beginning, well, one of the things that you have, if you're getting any sort of meal that's just like little bits, right? Then you're like, oh, well, I've had all of these things, but I'm not particularly full.
Yeah.
Right? And you feel that. And then this goat's cheese is put in front of you. And if it's, say it's just two of you there and you have half of it each, and then all of a sudden you go from, well, I could have had like 4 more things to, if anyone is to suggest that I eat in the next 24 hours, I'm going to explode.
Yeah. It's a definitive end to the meal.
Yeah.
And you're just eating that with a spoon. You're not dipping anything in it. There's nothing. You're just eating that like a yogurt.
No, because I mean, it's got this like, and it's, I can't really describe the texture.
It depends what sort of goat's cheese it is, I guess.
Well, there's a softness to, I would say, like the main, but then because it's fried, like the outer edges become crispy as a result. So you've got this real softness and warmth with the real crispiness and the sweetness of the honey. And it's really remarkable.
Oh, I want it.
Yeah, it's hard to be angry about it because I know that it's delicious. I know that I would love it. I mean, personally, I'd like it as a bridge from the main course to the dessert.
Yes, I thought
and then have a dessert after this. That would be my favourite way of doing this. But it is so good that I can't go, I've got to get angry because it's cheese for dessert, because like...
There's honey. And honey's like the sweetest thing on the planet.
Yeah, it's the original sweet thing.
Yeah.
Shout out bees.
Yeah.
And read your menu back to you now, see how you feel about it. You would like sparkling water. You would like papad 50-50 raw and roasted over a fire. Starter pani puri from Rekdi Pani Puri. Main course veggie thali. Side dish Pizza Hut cheesy garlic bread. Drink gin martini from Duke's at the top of the meal. Thick mango lassi with Pierre Novelli with his spoons later on. Also, I've missed out so many details here. You've got the band playing in the room. You've got the specific plates. You've got the advert playing. You've got Charlie Sloth. Dessert, fried goat's cheese with honey from Jose.
Delicious.
That sounds great, Ahir. That's a really delicious meal, I think. Is there any particular bit in that makes you feel
that
you want to eat it immediately?
What I feel especially happy about with this is that, with the possible exception of the presence of Charlie Sloth, I think I could make all of this happen.
Yeah.
Charlie's not would do it.
Yeah, just be, like if I
Yeah.
email him, just being like, Charlie, there's only one thing standing between me and my dream.
Yeah. I think he would appreciate
I'll
it.
even make the custom button
Yeah.
and sound effect.
Yeah.
So all of that is there. What are you most annoyed if the monkey comes and steals one
I
bit
know we
of
haven't had the last of the monkey.
it? What are you most annoyed if the monkey takes?
Yeah. No, I would
comes.
like, given that the monkey caused so many problems at the beginning of a meal
Yeah.
in 1955,
Yeah.
I would like in the present day for at the end everyone's plates and glasses and everything to be cleared away by the monkey.
Yeah. Yes.
As is, by the way, this monkey is still alive. This monkey is well into
It hasn't aged a day.
Yeah.
I like to imagine the monkey is really old now.
Yeah. Very wizzy. He's had time to reflect.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that monkey at the end, and somehow he's moved from Nagore in Gujarat to London in the intervening time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he jumps in through the open window at the end of the meal and tidies everything away.
Oh yeah.
I'm imagining that he's got like Chippendales, like a collar and a bow tie.
Yeah. But he's really old, so he's got tiny little reading glasses.
No, he's got a little medal that says Northern Ireland washing up champion because he's been robbing your.
Oh, I'm happy that monkey comes back to help.
Yeah, I'm really happy the monkey came back to help. Yeah, good on it.
Thank you very much for coming to the Dream Restaurant.
My
Ahir.
pleasure. Thank you for
Ahir.
having me.